captured. Similar rallies were held outside Tesla showrooms in Jacksonville, Florida, Tucson, Arizona and other cities as activists in fact kept voicing their opposition to Musk's leadership in the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency, or what we popularly know as the DOGE. Now, Elon Musk, the world's richest person, one of that is spearheading an unprecedented effort to shrink the federal government. In fact, this initiative has led to the very firing of thousands of employees and the termination of hundreds of aid contracts and federal leases, sparking this widespread outrage. Now, protesters have accused Musk of enabling drastic cuts that they say undermines democracy and harm the working class Americans. The demonstrations highlight the growing tensions between Musk's corporate influence and his role in the government efficiency reforms. Now, as the debate over the government efficiency and corporate influence intensifies, these protests underscore the very deep divisions within the American society at this given point. Moving on, Israel has blocked the entry of aid trucks into Gaza as a standoff over the truce that has halted fighting for the past 6 weeks, which in fact escalated with Hamas calling on Egyptian and Qatari mediators to intervene. Now, footage from Gaza's Rafah has showed a road often used by trucks delivering aid which remained empty. Israeli Foreign Minister Saar has said that Israel will not allow a ceasefire without the release of the hostage. Let's listen in to what the minister had to say.
Due to the fact that the first phase of the temporary ceasefire was over, today we froze all the trucks that entered to Gaza Strip during the last 42 days, and we will always be ready to negotiate according to our principles, but I want to emphasize the fact that we fulfilled all our commitments until the very last day, which was yesterday. And the question is, what is going on when you do have negotiations? And our position is that during negotiations, hostages should be released. Country, as you already know, Israel, altogether, you have a huge number of trucks entered last 42 days to Gaza Strip. They have huge amounts of humanitarian aid there, probably in the hands of Hamas. It became its number one financial income for Hamas during that time. And they are not going to get it for free. If they will be ready to there was an American proposal, but maybe there could be another proposal, but the principles are clear. Negotiations should be connected to release of hostages.
Commenting on the goods suspension, senior Hamas official said that the decision would impact the ceasefire talks, adding his group doesn't respond to pressures. Now, the 6-week ceasefire in Gaza expired on 1st March, with Hamas accusing Israel of evading the commitment to end the war and withdraw completely from Gaza. Now, a tragic bus crash in Bolivia has claimed at least 37 lives and left nearly 40 others injured on the western Potosi region. The accident happened in the early morning hours on the highway between Uyuni and Colchani when one of the buses veered into an oncoming traffic, leading to a deadly head-on collision. As you can see on your screens, the aftermath of what exactly remained of these vehicles. and emergency teams were rushed into the scene where wreckage was scattered across the road. A crane was used to in fact lift one of the overturned buses while authorities worked to recover bodies and transport the injured to hospitals in Uyuni. Police say speeding is likely cause of the crash, but investigations are still underway and families now wait for the news of their loved ones as officials work to identify the victims.
Han ocurrido un siniestro. Actualmente desconocemos, pero sí pedimos a la población, a aquellas personas que
Moving on, as the rescue operation enters its third day in the Chamoli Avalanche incident, 53 BRO workers have been rescued out of a total of 54. However, 4 of the rescued workers succumbed to their injuries and 3 bodies were recovered later. In fact, earlier it was said that a total of 55 workers were trapped. However, according to the district magistrate, one of the workers was on leave and was at home. Hence, the total number of victims were 54, out of which 4 have died, while 4 are still trapped.
7 AM से रेस्क्यू स्टार्ट हो गया था। वेदर क्लियर है और 7 चॉपर्स लगे थे एयरफोर्स और आर्मी के रेस्क्यू में। तो जो टोटल 46 लोग हमें मिले थे उनको जोशीमठ आर्मी हॉस्पिटल ले आए हैं। उनमें से एक को एम्स ऋषिकेश भी हमने शिफ्ट किया है, पेल्विक फ्रैक्चर और स्पाइनल कॉर्ड इंजरी थी उनको। उसके अलावा 4 डेड बॉडी जो रिसीव हुई थी उनका पंचायतनामा और पोस्टमार्टम की कार्रवाई चल रही है। और जो 4 हमारे मिसिंग लोग हैं उनके लिए अभी रिपोर्ट सिस्टम, थर्मल इमेजिंग कैमरा और स्निफर डॉग्स एनडीआरएफ के उनको माणा भेजा गया है। तो आशा करते हैं, मौसम भी साफ़ है, कि ये जो 4 हमारे मिसिंग लोग हैं ये जल्द हमें मिल जाएंगे और उनकी तलाश के बाद ही ये ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट माना जाएगा।
Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has also been reviewing the security situation in the rescue operation since day 1. Today he reached the disaster control room at IT Park, Dehradun, to review the very rescue operations going on for the 3rd consecutive day.
सभी को बद्रीनाथ से जोशीमठ लाया जा चुका है और जोशीमठ से एक थोड़ा सा उनको हायर सेंटर के लिए रेफर किया गया है, ऋषिकेश उनको लाया जा रहा है। तो सभी व्यवस्थाएं उनके लिए हो गई हैं, सभी सुरक्षित हैं और सबके लिए जो समुचित इलाज है सब व्यवस्थाएं की जा रही हैं। जीपीआर जो हमारा ग्राउंड पेनिट्रेटिंग रडार है वो भेजा जा रहा है और साथ में थर्मल इमेजिंग कैमरा और विक्टिम लोकेटिंग कैमरा, ये सभी जो अत्याधुनिक हमारे उपकरण हैं इनकी मदद ली जा रही है। क्योंकि आज मौसम ठीक है और कल से हाई अलर्ट की संभावना फिर से व्यक्त की गई है, तो ऐसे में जो भी आसपास काम करने वाले लोग हैं या ऐसे ऊंचाई वाले क्षेत्रों में जो भी काम हो रहे हैं सभी को पहले से सूचना दे दी गई है कि जहां काम बंद करने की आवश्यकता है तो वहां बंद भी कर दें, क्योंकि इस समय में हिमस्खलन और एवलांचिंग की अत्यधिक संभावना हमेशा रहती है मार्च फरवरी के माह में।
Now, SDRF, NDRF with sniffer dogs arrived at the avalanche site to help in search operations, along with 6 helicopters being provided, 3 of the Indian Army Aviation Corps and 2 of the Indian Air Force, and a civil chopper, which have all been hired by the Army and have been engaged in the operation. Located 3 kilometers from Badrinath, Mana is the last village on the India-Tibet border at a height of 3,200 meters. Moving on to a shocking story that had come in from Haryana. 22-year-old Congress worker's body was found stuffed in a suitcase near the Sampla bus stand on the Rohtak-Delhi highway on Saturday. Now, the victim has been identified as Himani Narwal from Kathura village in Sonepat. Himani was a Congress worker and an active one at that, who had also taken part in Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Joro Yatra in Haryana. She had participated in a number of political events, including those with Rohtak MP Deepinder Hooda. She also campaigned for Bhupinder Singh Hooda during the Haryana polls. Now, condemning the crime, former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda had dubbed it as a blot on state's law and order situation. He, in fact, demanded a high-level impartial probe while emphasizing that criminals must face stringent action to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. In fact, I quote his very post on social media platform X, "The news of the barbaric murder of active Congress worker Himani Narwal in Rohtak is extremely sad and shocking. I pay my tribute to the departed soul and express my deepest of condolences to the family members. Murder of a girl in this manner and finding her body in a suitcase is extremely shocking and sad. In fact, this is a blot on the law and order situation of the state. There should be a high-level impartial investigation of this murder, and the government should provide justice to the victim's family as soon as possible and provide the harshest of punishment to the culprits. Now, police were called in after passers-by spotted an abandoned suitcase only 200 meters from the bus stand. Rohtak police spokesperson said that when officers opened it, they found Himani's body with visible neck injuries, suggesting that she had been strangled. In fact, Sampla Police Station SHO Bijender Singh said that the forensics team was summoned to the scene to collect evidence.
कल सुबह सूचना मिली थी कि एक लड़की की डेड बॉडी सूटकेस में है और वो बस स्टैंड के पास में पड़ी थी। लड़की की पहचान हो गई है, मुकदमा दर्ज कर लिया है। हमारी 4 टीमें इसमें काम कर रही हैं, जल्दी ही हम इस मामले का खुलासा कर देंगे। अभी आज पोस्टमार्टम होगा, अभी इन बातों के बारे में नहीं पता, अभी ज्यादा जल्दबाजी है। इन्वेस्टिगेशन हम कर रहे हैं, लड़की की पहचान हुई है अभी जस्ट। इसमें 4 टीमें काम कर रही हैं हमारी और हम लगातार इस पे रात से भी लगे हुए हैं और जल्दी ही कोशिश है कि इसको हम वर्कआउट कर लेंगे।
While the police is still working and the probe is underway to establish the identity of the accused, the Congress at this given point has also asked for an SIT to be formed to continue with the probe.
के लिए मेरी बेटी ने अपनी जान तक दाव पे लगा दिया। हमारी जाति दुश्मनी
हर वक्त उनके साथ रहती थी,
क्योंकि मेरी बेटी ने मतलब 10 साल से अपनी पढ़ाई को भी मतलब साइड में रख के घर की तरफ ना ध्यान देते, सिर्फ इलेक्शन के पीछे और सिर्फ यही इलेक्शन और पार्टी मेरी बेटी की जान लेगी, क्योंकि उसकी दुश्मनी उसी के कारण बनी है। मैं हुड्डा साहब से यही चाहती हूँ कि मेरी बेटी को, ये पार्टी के भी हो सकते हैं, दोस्त भी हो सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था। पार्टी सिर्फ मेरी बेटी का ये था कि पार्टी के कारण उसकी मतलब अब रंजिश हो रही थी, क्योंकि ये चाहते थे भी ये इतनी छोटी उम्र में हमारे से आगे कैसे बढ़ गई। बहुत लोगों से मतलब
कहाँ जा रही थी वो? एक दिन पहले कहाँ गई थी वो?
हाँ जी,
कहाँ गई थी वो? एक दिन पहले
वो कहीं नहीं थी। एक दिन पहले वो घर पे ही थी। 28 तारीख को भी वो घर पे ही थी, दोपहर तक। वो कहीं नहीं गई, वो जाने का मौका ही नहीं मिला।
Moving on to a story from down south now, Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar has strongly opposed the proposed nationwide delimitation exercise, alleging that the central government aims to reduce Lok Sabha seats in southern states. Now, his remarks come amid concerns that the delimitation process could alter parliamentary seat allocations, potentially impacting the representation of the southern states.
The Congress party is opposed to this delimitation. We don't agree. They want to reduce our seats in the south, so we are not happy with whatever they are doing. So we will fight at the entire election commission, we will fight in the court of law, we will fight with the people. And what they are doing is not right. Reducing any seats in any states of southern India is not right.
Meanwhile, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had dismissed Union Home Minister Amit Shah's assurance that southern states would not face any disadvantage in the very delimitation process. He said it seems that either Amit Shah lacks proper information or there is a deliberate intent to disadvantage the southern states. Further demanded clarity from the central government on delimitation.